Good evening, everybody. My name is Luke W. Russell, and tonight I'm going to be showing you how one dentist got 152 leads and 41 new patients in just 18 days. Now, if you would just, so I make sure all my technical setups all going on, if you could in the chat box, just type in if you can hear me. Just a simple yes or no will suffice. Let me pull this up. This is actually the first time we're using this system, so might be a little bumpy. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Hold on, give me just a second here. All righty, so today, the numbers we're discussing today are from just the last few weeks. This isn't something that we did once upon a time. These are stats that are going on from stuff we're doing right now. And this campaign's been duplicated in other markets across around the world. So I can tell you it works. And what I want to show you tonight is just from the last few weeks. And the steps I'm going to show you are being used, like I said, by dentists around the world. So I want to introduce you to Dr. Adam Fullock. He runs a practice out of Norfolk, Virginia in the US, and they have about 5 practices. So working with Dr. Fullock, we picked a single office, his downtown office on College Plaza, to start promoting. So what are the steps we took? Well, step 1, we'd create an offer. Now, what that means is if you're saying like, $99 cleaning, $19 cleaning, free teeth whitening, bring a family member, those kinds of things, offers a reason for someone to come to you because they haven't come to you yet. So you got to give them a reason. So start simple. Complicated offers are hard to execute. If you say, well, it's 50% off this if you do that, or I hate like buy one, get one 50% off offers. It just requires the individual to do a lot more math, and that creates a lot of cognitive dissonance. So keep it simple. But before we get into exactly what an offer looked like, and what I'm going to show you today, some of you might say, whoa, that's you might have some objections. What I want to tell you is, again, we got 41, 40, actually some of the numbers I'll show you at the end, which we calculated a couple more days into, we had 46 patients, if I counted right. But the point is, what I want you to keep in mind is the lifetime value of your patients. Now, lifetime value, let's define that real quick. That is the total worth of a client to your business over the entirety of their relationship with you. So, if your people on average come 1 year, well, then the lifetime value is a little low. Now, if people come for 10 years, 20 years, if they bring all their kids with them, if they refer their friends, the lifetime value starts to increase. So now each practice's number is going to be different, what that lifetime value is. But experts estimate the lifetime value of a dental patient to be between $10,000 and $45,000. Now, let's face the elephant in the room. That's a big difference. $45,000 is certainly not even achievable for all practices, depending on what you're selling, and certainly what city you're in. If you're in downtown Manhattan, that's a very different story than if maybe you're in rural Kansas or maybe in rural England, or versus if you're in Sydney. There's going to be a big price. Of course, this is all entirely in US dollars as far as our examples go in this. Now, let's just roll with $10,000. So it's nothing crazy. You are talking, the person is going to come back repeatedly for a series of years. They're going to quite likely need additional services, and that's where this lifetime value comes in. This doesn't calculate overhead or advertising costs. It's just simply what their value is to the business. So with that being said, if we're recognizing that a patient is worth $10,000 to the business, the goal is to get new patients in the door. If the average patient is worth $10,000, ask yourself, how much are you willing to spend to get them in your door? Sitting in a chair where now you have your team that is able to examine them and give insight and guide them on their journey to health, with both their teeth and the full body experience of what happens when you have unhealthy teeth and their ramifications. So you know that. But your selling point isn't to just become their dentist from the start, you want to just get them in to build that relationship. If you have a great practice, great hygienist, great staff at the front, and then certainly, of course, your own expertise as the doctor, this is all in your court, making that lifetime value worth more. So again, if they're worth $10,000, how much are you willing to spend to get them? Is it worth spending $500? Again, you have to do some calculations on overhead, but is it worth $500 to get a $10,000 client? I can tell you, when we are willing to spend quite a bit of money to bring on a client because we know they'll be with us for a while. Maybe it's worth spending $100 if you're a little on the fence about how much you want to spend. Okay, so we talked about this customer lifetime value, and going back to step one, it's about getting a basic offer to get patients in the door. So what we did with Dr. Folick was started with just a simple $19 cleaning, and which included x-rays. Now you might be thinking, $19. Again, this isn't about the money on the upfront. This is all about getting people in the door. You'll lose a little money because you're going to pay your hygienist, and there's going to be a little bit of supplies. So you make that $19 back, and then you're paying $40 an hour for a hygienist. It's certainly going to, you're losing money that first one, but making money that first one is the more you charge for anything, the more you're going to have to spend to get the patient. So our goal was, let's just get as many people in the door as we can. So step two was to create an ad promoting our offer. Again, this webinar isn't exactly how to go in and create actual ads because that's a pretty complicated process. But if you're a do-it-yourselfer, you can certainly go out and find other tutorials. Here's a basic ad we created. Attention Norfolk, the Academy of General Dentistry recommends checkups twice a year. Did you get yours? If not, you're probably suffering from at least one of the following and don't even know it: cavities, gum disease, plaque, or tooth decay, which also all contribute to having bad breath. We're giving away 25 bundles that consist of a dental checkup, teeth cleaning, and x-rays for only $19. Click Learn More to let us help you detect dental problems early on to save you unnecessary discomfort, time, and money down the line. And then here we had a video. This is actually Christy Folick, is Dr. Folick's wife. She's a hygienist at his practice, and she's talking about periodontal disease. So here we go. We have this, and it's a basic ad. You don't even have to have a video. We just had a video because they already had one. So we've got an ad promoting the offer. Step three. So remember, first we created the offer, then we created an ad promoting it. Next, we have to have a landing page that tells people about it. So a web page, someplace on the internet they can learn about this. Here's a simple page. This page is done amazingly. Would you like a dental checkup, teeth cleaning, and 2 x-rays for only $19? So what the person does, they click on that blue button here, right here in the middle. They click on that. And now step 4, the user enters their information here. So they click on that button and a box pops up. To who and where are we sending the offer? They put in their name, email address, and phone number. That's a really important step because they're putting their information in so that we can follow up with them. Step 5 is a person can pay online. A simple little checkout page. Not everyone will do it for a variety of reasons. Some people find it sketchy to pay for cleaning up front. Some people would rather pay through something like PayPal. So not everyone will pay upfront, but probably about 40% of the people, 30 to 40% of the people will just pay online. That's really good news because that means the person saying, hey, you know what, I want to get a cleaning, let's do this. They just pull out the credit card, they sign up, and boom, now they've already committed financially to come. Step 6 is you want to offer some person something extra. People won't always take it, but you throw something out there like a teeth whitening just to see if people are interested. So you said, would you also like to get 50% off teeth whitening? And if they want to, they can click add to my order or no thanks. After that, takes us to, and again, if you're starting to feel a little overwhelmed, I'm going to put this together on the screen so you can look at it. And the next step is we're going to offer them one more thing. And that is to say, hey, and it doesn't have to be exactly this way, but this is the way we did it in this campaign. Hey, would you like to get another $19 bundle for a family member? That is a great way. The person's already in the mindset of, coming in and getting cleaning. Yeah, you know what? My son needs a clean too. My husband, whatever it is, needs a cleaning. So that you're thinking, all right, let's get more people coming. And they can click add to my order. And then once they're done, they see a basic thank you page. It's just thanks. Somebody from our team will be contacting you shortly. And then step 8 is you follow up with the leads. So the first thing you got to do is you get everybody who paid, you need to call them. You need to pick up the phone, you need to call them. Now, if you look at this, you'll notice even here. So we got today's December 6th over here. This isn't the latest, but this is a screenshot from a couple days ago. We're getting purchases. Not everyone purchases online, but we get about 4 or 5 people buy online per week. And then the next thing is you want to call everybody who filled out the form but didn't check out and pay online. Now, this is really, really critical right here because this is where you can really triple the amount of new patients you get. So we got 20 people pay online, and roughly 25 to 30 more people as of when I talked to the practice on Thursday, last Thursday. So it's been a few days since we got updated numbers. But then they had a couple dozen more people sign up because they called them. So now let's look at this 8-step process to put this in perspective, because you might be thinking like, whoa, this is going really fast. Certainly, if you want my slides, I'm happy to pull out my slides, because this is this is certainly, I'm running through this. But what I want you to understand here is this is a simple process. A lot of times when we do online advertising, everything's so complicated. You think, now I'll tell you that the technical setup of this takes a bit of work, but conceptually, what we want to do is we just want to create a simple offer that's going to get people to say, hey, I want to come in the door. I want to come in. I want to talk to somebody. I want to be there. And then we want to send them an ad. And from that ad, they're going to go to a landing page where they can put in their information. Then after that, they can pay online. We give them a couple extra offers in case they want to add anything else while they're shopping already. And then we follow up with them. It really is that simple. So again, let's take a look at this next page. This will help break it down a little better. So first we start with the ad. Again, this is the person's on Facebook, they're cruising. We target in a variety of ways. We can do things like income. We can target based on geographic. So we typically will go within 10 miles of where your practice is. And so they see the ad, they click on it, and they go to the landing page. And once they're over here, they click on the little blue button and they say, hey, I want a cleaning. Then this little pop-up comes up and they put in their name, email, and phone number. And they click that button and it takes them to a page where they can check out. They can pay online. Next, we say, hey, would you like to get a teeth whitening? And if they say yes or no, we say, and would you like to get another bundle of teeth cleaning, checkup, and x-ray? And finally, they hit their thank you page or say, thanks, somebody's going to be contacting you. And then at the end of the day, we have the leads we got to follow up with. Now, but by the way, if anybody has any questions, just type them in the chat, type them in the Q&A section. They'll pop up here. And so, like I said, I can make my slides available afterwards. But what I want to hit home more than anything is, if you're trying a lot of different things to try to get patients, which you probably are, or at least a lot of people are, maybe not you, but if you're trying, you're doing different things to get patients, and you're saying, hey, we want to build this, up. Now, then it doesn't have to be, Facebook advertising can get really convoluted, or you can get into people who want to do SEO, which can work really. You can get into other types. You can do mailers. Again, all these different forms can work, but the question is, how simple is it and what are the results? So let's take a look here at the numbers. All right, here we go. So how much did Dr. Fullick spend over about a little less than a month on ads? He spent $2,000, $2,003.35. And 46,000 people saw his ads. So if you think about mailers, getting mailers out to 46,000 people, how much is that going to cost you? A lot more than $2,000. How many people clicked to go to actual landing page? So now you think somebody saw your mailer, or they found you on Google or whatever it was. They end up on your landing page. How to get we got 1,400 clicks to these landing pages. Tons of people driving them in front. Now, again, a lot of people, they're clicking on the ad just because they're curious, but if they like their dentist, they're not just going to switch unless they pay by cash, and then they might check you out for $19. But for the most part, these are people who are saying, you know what, I'm not quite happy with my dentist. I'm looking, or I haven't been in a long time. This is a great way to re-engage those people. People who are a little apathetic. Now they're like, God, you know what, I'm just going to take the offer and get in the dentist. I need to get in the dentist. So how many leads? Got 152 leads at the time of when we put these numbers together. We've got more leads since then and more purchases. But this is where the leads are. So 152. Now imagine that. That is 152 people. You have actual contact information. They've said, I am interested in a cleaning. Sign me up. And they didn't finish the process. Roughly 20 people finished the process online. So here we go. 21 people paid online, $19. So that leaves a remaining 131 leads to follow up with. Now, out of those people, as of last week, out of those additional 130 people who did not pay online, we had 25 people schedule appointments so far. That's just so far. Again, they're still following up on those people, but they're trucking along. So this is a total of 46 patients. 46 patients. And that brings the cost per patient for acquisition to $43.55. Now, earlier we discussed the lifetime value of patients. Let's continue with the lower estimation of just $10,000. Again, that could be over 2 decades. So it's not that the person's coming in and dropping 10 grand right away. But again, this is the lifetime value. That's something we need to think about. We generated 46 new patients for Dr. Folick. Let's say only half of those return for cleanings and additional work over the coming years. That leaves us with 23 ongoing patients. 23 patients equates to a lifetime value approximation of $230,000. Dr. Folick spent only $2,003.35 in advertising for a potential lifetime value, mind you, which we halved, of $230,000. Now it's $460,000, but let's not get overactive with our imaginations. Not everybody's going to come back. So if we have half and we do, Dr. Folick has a great team. They're going to give them great care, great treatment. They're going to be very dedicated in follow up. I still am just saying, let's just say $230,000 in business over the coming decade or so. So again, this is something I want you to think about. This lifetime value. So would you like to launch an ad campaign to market your practice? If you're saying, if you're saying, I want to do this on my own, no problem. But if you'd like to work with our team, here's what we'll do for you. You want to build, and we'll build and launch your campaign in 7 days. Mind you, we only work with one dentist per area. We'll get your name quickly known by thousands. Again, we had 46,000 people we introduced Dr. Folick to. We will continuously update your campaign, and we will create new campaigns throughout the year. It is just a month-to-month commitment, so you're not committing to some long-term thing. It's important to know, prior results do not guarantee future outcomes. Our fee does not include advertising costs. You need to have someone available in your office who can call leads back. So that's really important, because if you don't have anybody who can call leads, 150 leads is worthless. And again, we're first come, first serve. We only take 2 dentists per month. So if you're interested, then you better sign up now, because again, once we fill up, we close our doors for the month. We focus in on new clients, get them up to speed. The next month, we bring on more people. So what's working together look like? Well, we are standard fee, which we charge to different industries across the nation, $30,000 per month. I'm giving you a limited time offer. It's the end of 2016. Let's roll into 2017 with a bang. Limited time offer. You can lock in $2,000 per month with a coupon code DOMINATE2017. Now, if you'd like to do that, you go to russellmedia.us/dentist. I think if I look here, I can actually load up an offer on your screen. And if you look on your screen, we've got an offer now there for you, I believe. And again, this is so you can lock in. So rather than paying $3,000 per month, you can, for right now, for as long as you stick with us, get $2,000 per month. As I said, the numbers are great. Like, the fact is, when we run this and we do another, the way this campaign's been run around the world, it's we're gonna do the same thing for you. Now we're gonna work with you. But over time things might not perform as well, so you have to keep working on it. And I can't guarantee what it'll look like in yours, so we can't guarantee outcomes. But I think the numbers tonight are pretty telling. Now, here's what the order page will look like. Very simple. And right where you see this arrow here, this is where the coupon goes. Just put in Dominate 2017, and that'll reduce your monthly fee, down to $2,000 per month. Now I got a question for you. If you spent $2,000 in ads, an additional $2,000 on our fee, and we generated you 20 new patients for your practice with a potential lifetime value of $200,000, would that be worth it? Keep in mind, for these numbers, we generated 46 new patients for Dr. Folick. And in fact, it hasn't even been a full month yet. We cannot guarantee how it will work in your market. But if we could generate 20 patients for $4,000 in total, would that be worth it? So our limited time offer is that you can lock in $2,000 per month. Use the coupon code DOMINATE2017 and then go to russellmedia.us/dentist. Use the offer on the screen. There's a button there. You can click and it'll take you to the checkout page. And you can fill it out. Remember the coupon code DOMINATE2017. And well, I would love to have you. Like I said, 2 dentists per month. We'll probably keep our doors open for another week or so. And first come, first serve. So if anybody has any questions, if you want to type them in now, I haven't seen any questions. So that's, I hope that means I'm giving you such clear information. And certainly my email is luke@russellmedia.us. So if you want to just email me personally, you are more than welcome to. So again, if I come back real quick, just while I'm giving you guys a chance to go back and sign up for this, if we go backwards, again, these are the numbers. It says the fact was we spent $43.55 per new patient, and that is when we're talking a potential lifetime value of $10,000 each. And remember when we went through our numbers here, we said let's just say it was half, and we only got $230,000 of value from this. That is a very dramatic boost to Dr. Folick's practice. So we're continuing to work with Dr. Folick. We are doing some great things with them, including moving into some sedation dentistry. We'll be working on implants. But the first order of business is to get people in the door. So if you have any questions, email me. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this webinar now, and we will certainly, I hope, look forward to working with any of you who are interested. Have a wonderful evening or morning for those of you joining us from the UK, as well as hope you're having a wonderful day out there in Australia for our viewers over there. But for everybody here in North America, have a wonderful night, and I hope to talk to you soon.